the playoff preview edition of the Central Texas Huddle here on Lone Star Gridiron. I'm your host, Tony Blaylock, and we'll be back with all your playoff information for your Central Texas high school football teams right after these messages.
With open enrollment coming soon for Medicare, ACA, Obamacare, and small group plans for businesses with less than 100 employees, if you're in need of health insurance solutions, look no further than HAP Insurance Agency. Yes, HAP Insurance Agency is a fantastic resource right in the heart of College Station, Texas. Whether you're in retirement, a business owner, or simply looking for the best health coverage option, HAP Insurance Agency has got you covered. You can find them in College Station at 1551 Greens Prairie Road West, Suite 101A, or give Holly Pritchard a call at 972-897-0814. That's HAP Insurance Agency.
Looking to boost your company's marketing? Look no further than Fresh MediaWorks. Podcasting is the best way to promote your brand and increase your customer base. You can create your own show, be a guest on other podcasts, or advertise on existing podcasts to reach a valuable audience. Don't wait. Start elevating your marketing game today with Fresh MediaWorks. Call now, 713-269-4620, or find us online at freshmediaworks.com/podcasting.
I want to thank HAP Insurance of College Station, Fresh MediaWorks, and Nani Sweeterside for their sponsorship of the Central Texas Huddle. Let's get right into who made the playoffs and start in 6A with District 12, where our three teams are Waco Midway, Pflugerville Weiss, Killeen Harker Heights, and Huddle. Those first three teams all tied for first place, and three-way tie breaks the tie and sets our seating. And then we go to District 25, where it is Austin Vandegrift who finished first. Round Rock, Cedar Park, Vista Ridge, Round Rock McNill, and Round Rock Westwood all finished tied for second. And so four-way tie for three spots, and it was Round Rock, Vista Ridge, and McNill who advanced to the playoffs. And right now, let's hear from our Steve Thomas as he talks with Vista Ridge head coach Chad Scott about the Vista Ridge Rangers game last week, and they're advancing to the playoffs.
So, Coach, last year you faced the same district record and you lost on tiebreakers. How does it feel to be on the right end of that this year?
Oh, it feels amazing. I'm so proud of our kids, the community, Vista Ridge Nation, to make the turn and get the win that we needed to advance into the playoff. Huge. We challenged these guys. We said we need 48 minutes. At the end of the half, hey, we need 24. At the end of the quarter, our players like, Coach, we got one quarter. We can take this thing. Let's go.
On that two-point conversion, we talked to K&D. He said he did a little bit of an improv there. What was going through your mind on that play?
I was just like, run to the ball. I don't know. I don't even remember what play it was, but we got the stops we needed.
What can you say about your defense and just their performance throughout the season?
It is tenacious. They prepare well. Coach Thompson does a good job getting our staff ready and our players, and they showed that execution tonight.
And does this feel like, I know last week you had mentioned that this feels like almost like the playoffs are starting out.
For us, this was it. And it felt like that out here. The energy, they were doing good things. They were throwing haymakers. We were throwing haymakers back at each other. And luckily it turned out in our favor.
And what does this do for you as far as preparing for the playoffs?
Well, it definitely brings a new excitement to Vista Ridge. We haven't seen it in a little while. And I know we've got some seniors that want to continue as long as they can, so we're going to extend their season as long as we can.
Last thing for me, how much work, like the tiebreaker situations, have on your mind this week?
Oh, tons. There's about 10 different scenarios that we had to map out and figure out. And we knew that this one scenario would take care of it all, and it was to beat Round Rock, and that's what we did today.
Thank you, Steve and Chad, for that. And now let's move on to District 26, 6A. First place was Westlake. Second place was Dripping Springs. And third place was Lake Travis. Austin Bowie and Buda Johnson tied for fourth, with Bowie advancing on the tiebreaker. District 27, It was Cibolo Still in first, New Braunfels in second, and then San Antonio East Central, Converse Judson, and Schertz Clemens tied for third place. Three-way tiebreaker had East Central and Judson advancing and Clemens staying home. 28 6A, San Antonio Reagan finished in first place, San Antonio Johnson in second, and San Antonio Clark in third. Then we had a three-way tie for the fourth spot between Brandeis, Roosevelt, and Churchill, with Brandeis advancing on the three-way tiebreaker. Then 29 6A, San Antonio Harlan was in first, San Antonio Brennan was in second, John Jay in third, and San Antonio Taft in fourth. In 4-5A D1, Red Oak finished first, Midlothian second, Lake Belton third, and Colleen Shoemaker in fourth. In 11-5A D1, College Station finished first. A&M Consolidated, Cedar Park, and Georgetown finished in a three-way tie for second and are the other three playoff teams from 11-5A D1. Then in 12-5A D1, Smithson Valley was in first, and another three-way tie for second between Bernie Champion, San Antonio Wagner, and New Braunfels Canyon, with all three teams advancing to the playoffs. 13-5A D1, San Antonio Southside was in first, San Antonio Southwest was in second, and then we had a three-way tie for third between Medina Valley, Laredo Martin, and Laredo Nixon, with Medina Valley and Laredo Martin advancing on tiebreakers. In 10-5A D2, in first was Montgomery Lake Creek, second was Richmond Randall, third was Huntsville, and fourth was the Central Texas team Brenham. 11-5A D2 was first place Belton, Waco University, and Leander Rouse tied for second and advanced to the playoffs. And Pflugerville finishes fourth and secures the fourth playoff spot. 12-5A D2, Austin LBJ in first, Austin McCallum in second, Austin Crockett in third, and Austin Travis in fourth. 13-5A D2 in first was Piper. Tied for second were Liberty Hill and San Antonio Veterans Memorial, and your fourth place team was Lockhart. 14-5A D2, San Antonio Alamo Heights was in first, Burbank was in second, Harlandale was in third, and Sam Houston was in fourth. 5-4A D1, Stephenville finishes first, China Springs second, Waco La Vega third, and Alvarado fourth. 13-4A D1, Lampasas, Davenport, and Burnett all finished tied for first and advanced to the playoffs, and Taylor was in fourth. In 14-4A D1, Bernie takes the championship, and then Somerset, Uvalde, and Fredericksburg finished tied for second with all advancing to the playoffs. 11-4A D2, Waco Conley in first, Madisonville in second, Gatesville in third, Robinson in fourth. 12-4A D2, we get Cuero winning the district championship, Gonzales finishing second, and then LaGrange, Giddings, and Smithville finish tied for third, with LaGrange and Giddings advancing on tiebreakers. 13-4A D2, Wimberley wins the district championship, Geronimo Navarro is in second, Lago Vista is in third, and Jarrell is in fourth. 14-4A D2, Bandera finishes first, Divine finishes second, San Antonio YMLA finishes third, and Pearsall wraps up the finals playoff spot finishing fourth. In 8-3A D1, Malakoff wins the district. Teague and Grosbeck finish tied for second and advance to the playoffs. Fairfield and Mejia finish tied for fourth, with Fairfield advancing on the tiebreaker. 11-3A D1, Lorena finishes first. Franklin finishes second. Little Ritter Academy finishes third. And Rockdale and Cambridge finish tied for fourth, with Rockdale advancing on the tiebreaker. 12-3A D1, Columbus wins the district. Hitchcock finishes second. Hallettsville third, and Yoakum fourth. 13 3A D1, Universal City Randolph and Blanco tie for the district championship and advance to the playoffs. San Antonio Call is third. And then Marion and Llano finished tied for fourth, with Marion advancing on the tiebreaker. 14 3A D1, Jourdanton finishes first. Hondo finishes second. Littell finishes third. And Crystal City finishes fourth. 5 3A D2, it's Jacksboro winning the district. Then Comanche and Millsap finishing tied for second, and both advancing to the playoffs. Eastland and Merkel tie for fourth, with Eastland advancing on the tiebreaker. 13 3A D2, Rogers wins the district. Lexington finishes second. Clifton finishes third. And Buffalo finishes fourth. 15 3A D2, Poth wins the district. Dilley finishes second. Comfort is third. And Natalia is fourth. 4 2A D1, Hawley wins the district. Stanford is second. Cisco finishes third. And Anson finishes fourth. 5 2A D1, Tolar wins the district. Coleman is second. And Hamilton and De Leon finish tied for third, with both advancing to the playoffs. 8 2A D1, Marlin wins the district. Rysel finishes second. And Crawford and Valley Mills finish tied for third, with both advancing to the playoffs. 12 2A D1, Centerville wins the district. Groveton finishes second. Jewett-Leon finishes third, and Corrigan-Camden finishes fourth. 13 2A D1, Holland wins the district. Weimar and Schulenburg finish tied for second, with both advancing to the playoffs, and Thrall finishes fourth. 14 2A D1, Mason wins the district. Johnson City's in second. Junction's in third, and Harper's in fourth. 15 2A D1, Refugio wins the district. Ganado finishes second. Shiner in third, and Three Rivers in fourth. And 10 2A D2, Mart wins the district. Dawson finishes second. Heiko finishes third. Wortham finishes fourth. In 13 2A D2, we had a three-way tie for first between Chilton, Granger, and Bremont, with all advancing to the playoffs, and then coming in fourth was Iola. 14 2A D2, Falls City finishes first, Burton second, Louise third, and Yorktown fourth. 15 2A D2, Brackettville wins the district. Rock Springs in second. And we had a three-way tie for third between Sabinal, Centerpoint, and D'Hanis, with Sabinal and Centerport advancing on tiebreakers.
Do you have a party coming up or just want a special gift? Check out Nani's Sweeter Side. Yes, Nani's Sweeter Side makes the most amazing custom-created sugar cookies with your design. They also offer paint your own cookies and decorate your own cookies. Those make an excellent sweet activity that you can sink your teeth into at parties. Nani's also offers some of the most amazing cupcakes ever. You can check out Nani's Sweeter Side at nanisweeterside.com. That's Nani. Check her out on Facebook. Just look for Nani's Sweeter Side. Or give her a call at 937-499-4790. At Nani's Sweeter Side, you'll find that happiness is homemade.
Hey, did you play Texas high school football? If you did, you're part of an elite group, the Brotherhood of Texas High School Football. All football players, past and present, who have ever suited up in the Lone Star State are eligible. Go to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood. And thank you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.
Now let's look at the schedule for these teams for the upcoming rounds of the playoffs. In 6A D1, it'll be Duncanville versus Hutto. And that game will be on Friday at 7 p.m. in Duncanville. Waxahachie will be at Hewitt Midway on Friday at 7:30. Lake Travis versus Austin Vandegrift at Monroe Stadium on Friday at 7. New Braunfels versus San Antonio Johnson on Friday at 7:30 in Hero Stadium in San Antonio. San Antonio Brenham will be hosting Laredo United South Friday at 7 in Gustafson Stadium. Austin Westlake will be hosting Round Rock Friday at 7:30 at Chaparral Stadium. San Antonio Reagan and San Antonio East Central play Friday at 7:30 at Comalander Stadium. And then San Antonio Taft will be traveling to Laredo United to play Laredo United in Laredo Friday at 7. In 6A D2, Colleen Hawker Heights will be traveling to DeSoto Friday at 7. Cedar Hill will be traveling to Pflugerville to the field to play Pflugerville Rice Friday at 7. Austin Bowie will be playing Round Rock McNeil Reeves Stadium in Round Rock Friday at 7. Cibolo Still will be hosting Brandeis Thursday at 7 at Linhoff Stadium. Eagle Pass will be coming to San Antonio to play Harlan at Ferris Stadium Thursday at 7. Cedar Park Vista Ridge will be traveling to Dripping Springs Friday at 7:30 to play the Tigers. Converge Judson will be taking on San Antonio Clark Friday at 7:30 at Ferris. And then San Antonio J will be traveling to Laredo to take on Alexander at the Student Activity Center there in Alexander Saturday at 3 p.m. In 5A D1, it's going to be Lake Belton traveling to play Denton Ryan at C.H. Collins Complex there in Denton Friday at 7. Schumacher will be traveling to Aledo to Buchanan Stadium Thursday 7 p.m. Cedar Park will be traveling up to New Braunfels Friday at 7 p.m. to take on New Braunfels Canyon in Cougar Stadium. San Antonio Wagner will be traveling to Aggieland, College Station at Tigerland Stadium, take on A&M Consolidated. Birdie Champion will also be traveling to College Station, but they'll be taking on College Station High School at Cougar Field Friday at 7 p.m. Georgetown will be traveling up to Smithson Valley to Ranger Stadium to take on Smithson Valley Friday at 7. Victoria Beth will be coming to San Antonio to take on Southside Friday at 7:30. Medina Valley will be traveling to Victoria to take on Victoria East at Memorial Stadium Friday at 7. And Corpus Christi Vets will be traveling to San Antonio to take on San Antonio Southwest at Southwest Stadium Friday at 7:30. In 5AD2, Brenham will be traveling all the way to Southeast Texas to take on Port Neches Groves at Indian Stadium in Port Neches Friday at 7. Leander Rouse will be traveling over to Austin to House Park to take on McCallum Friday at 7:30. Austin Crockett will be traveling up to Waco ISD Stadium to take on Waco University Friday at 7. Austin Travis will be traveling up to Belton to Tiger Field to take on Belton Thursday at 7:30. Pflugerville will be traveling over to Austin to take on LBJ at Nelson Field Friday at 7:30. San Antonio Houston will be playing San Antonio Piper at Warrior Coliseum Friday at 7. Lockhart will be traveling into San Antonio to take on Alamo Heights Friday at 7 p.m. at Orem Stadium. San Antonio Veterans will be playing San Antonio Burbank Friday 7 p.m. at San Antonio ISD Sports Complex. And Harlandale will be traveling out to Liberty Hill to take on the Panthers Friday 7 p.m. at Panther Stadium. And for a D1, it will be Fort Worth Western Hills will be traveling to Stephenville Thursday 7:30 p.m. at Tarleton Memorial Stadium. Waco La Vega will be at a neutral site game against Fort Worth Dunbar Friday, 7:30 p.m. in Corsicana. Lake Worth and China Spring will also be at a neutral site game Friday at 7:30, Lumpkin Stadium in Waxahachie. Fredericksburg will be coming into San Antonio to take on Davenport Thursday at 7 p.m. at Davenport. Taylor will be a neutral site game against Bernie Thursday, 7 p.m., Tiger Stadium in Dripping Springs. Burnett and Somerset will meet Thursday, 7:30 at Rattler Stadium in San Marcos. And Uvalde and Lampasas will meet Friday, 7:30 p.m. at Bernie ISD Stadium. In 4AD2, Gatesville and Gonzales will match up in Hutto at Memorial Stadium Friday at 7:30 p.m. West Orange Stark and Belleville face off Friday 7:30 at Falcon Stadium in Huffman. LaGrange and Madisonville face off Thursday at 7 at Merrill Green Stadium in Bryan. Waco, Conley, and Giddings face off Friday at 7:30 at Merrill Green Stadium in Bryan. Cuero and Robinson will face off Thursday 7 p.m. at the Field in Pflugerville. Wimberley and Pearsall Thursday 7 p.m. at Orem Stadium in San Antonio. Bandera and Jarrell Friday at 7 p.m. at Rattler Stadium in San Marcos. Geronimo Navarra and San Antonio YMLA Friday at 7:30 p.m. at Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. 3AD1 is West versus Tig Friday 7:30 p.m. at Crusader Stadium in Belton. Whitney versus Groesbeck Saturday at 2 p.m. at Waco ISD Stadium. Grandview and Fairfield will be playing Thursday at 7 p.m. at Lumpkin Stadium in Waxahachie. Hitchcock and Little River Academy will be playing Thursday at 7:30 p.m. in College Station at College Station High School. Franklin and Hallettsville Friday at 7:30 Waller ISD Stadium in Waller. Lorena and Yoakum Thursday at 7 p.m. in Tigerland Stadium in College Station. That's A&M Consolidated High School. Columbus and Rockdale Friday at 7:30 p.m. Memorial Stadium in Bastrop. Universal City Randolph and Crystal City face off Thursday 7 p.m. at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio. Jourdanton and Marion face off Thursday at 7 p.m. Rutledge Stadium in Converse. Hondo and San Antonio Co. face off Thursday at 7 p.m. at Hero Stadium in San Antonio. Blanco and Littell Thursday at 7 p.m. at Comalander Stadium in San Antonio. In 3AD2, it's Henrietta and Comanche Friday at 7 p.m. at Porcupine Stadium in Springtown. Holiday and Eastland Friday at 7 p.m. at Ram Stadium in Mineral Wells. Rogers and Van Vleck Friday at 7 p.m. at Leopard Stadium in LaGrange. Lexington and Bowling Friday at 7 p.m. at Brahma Memorial Stadium in Hallettsville. East Bernard and Clifton Friday 7 p.m. Taylor Stadium in Taylor. Tidehaven and Buffalo Thursday at 6:30 p.m. at Legacy Stadium in Katy. Poth and Hebronville Friday 7 p.m. at Pirate Stadium in Mathis. Dilley and Santa Rosa Friday 7:30 p.m. at Shirley Field and Laredo. Taft and Comfort Friday at 7:30 p.m. at Eichenberg Field in Floresville. Odom and Natalia Friday at 7:30 p.m. Indian Stadium in Jourdanton. 4AD2 will be Ozona versus Cisco Friday at 7 p.m. at Wolf Stadium in Colorado City. Coleman, Alvord Thursday 7 p.m. Buckaroo Stadium in Breckenridge. Tioga versus Hamilton Thursday 7 p.m. Eagle Stadium in Brock. Nocona versus De Leon Friday at 7 p.m. at Kangaroo Stadium in Weatherford. Marlin versus Cairns Thursday 7 p.m. at Waco Midway Panther Stadium in Hewitt. Riesel and Cayuga Friday at 7 p.m. Mustang Stadium in Madisonville. Italy, Crawford, Thursday, 7 p.m., Trojan Stadium in West. Axtell and Valley Mills, Friday, 7 p.m., Bulldog Stadium in McGregor. Centerville and West Sabine is Thursday, 7 p.m. at Lumberjack Stadium in Diboll. Garrison and Jewett-Leon, Thursday, 7 p.m. at the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. Holland Harper, Thursday, 7 p.m., Shelton Stadium in Buda. Freer and Shiner, Friday, 7 p.m. at Eagle Stadium in Pleasanton. Mason and Thrall, Thursday at 7 p.m. at Mustang Stadium in Marble Falls. Johnson City and Schulerburg, Friday, 7 p.m., Shelton Stadium in Buda. La Villa and Three Rivers, Thursday, 7 p.m., Cowboy Field in Fremont. Weimar and Junction, Thursday, 7:30 p.m., Matador Stadium in Seguin. And we move finally on to 2AD2. Mart and Cumbie, Thursday at 7 p.m., Bruce Field in Athens. Maud and Heiko, Friday, 7 p.m., Norville Field in Kaufman. Simsbury and Wortham, Friday, 7 p.m., Buffalo Stadium in Lone Oak. Bremond in Yorktown, Thursday, 7 p.m., Buffalo Stadium in Giddings. Brunei and Sabinal, Thursday, 7 p.m., Lion Stadium in Kennedy. Fall City versus Iola, Thursday, 7 p.m., Tiger Stadium in Smithville. Burton versus Granger, Thursday, 7 p.m., Tiger Stadium in Rockdale. Agua Dulce and Centerpoint, Friday, 7 p.m., in Lion Stadium in Kennedy. And wrapping up the schedule with Chilton versus Louise, Friday, 7 p.m., Buffalo Stadium in Giddings. And that is going to do it for the schedule and for the Central Texas Huddle Playoff Preview Edition on Lone Star Gridiron. We'd like to thank Hap Insurance College Station, Fresh Media Works, and Nani's Sweeter Side for the sponsorship of the Central Texas Huddle. Tune in again next week, and we'll see how these games turned out and who's going to be facing who in the second round of the playoffs. See you next week.